Hello and welcome, viewers of this video. Get this mic out of here. What is that doing in the frame? Actually, you know what? Do I like it? I will leave it close because the gain's low. My name is Chris. You can find me on YouTube as PoobedUpCheese, and today we're going to be playing Clash Royale. For those of you who have seen a Red Dead or Siege video and are going to click away immediately, more content of those categories will be coming out soon. Leave a comment here on any of those videos as to what you would like to see next if you have any ideas. But today's going to be Clash Royale. There's a new challenge, the New Year's Draft Challenge, guys, with insane rewards. Well, not really insane, that's a YouTube hyperbole, but 3 legendary cards that you can obtain for free if you navigate to the challenge and you're good enough to draft well. Hopefully I can give you some tips. I'm 9-2, probably going to lose and have to buy back for 100 gems. Hopefully you could buy it, but even if you have to buy back twice, 200 gems for 3 legendaries, that's worth it. Plus you get gold and a bunch of other different cards. So hopefully I can give you some tips for drafting. I hope you guys are all having a great Christmas weekend off if you get work off, and I hope you are looking forward to starting the new year, hopefully with another Ram Rider, guys. That's like the #1 thing I'm going for. I was pumping out like a lot of draft games earlier when I woke up. I feel like the morning times are easy to play. Oh, okay, I have to think here. Like, drafting is insanely important. Baby Dragon counters Witch. Valkyrie Graveyard. Yeah, we're going to give a Miner. We need something to counter the Miner, though. Rocket or Fireball. Fireball, just because it works with the Graveyard better. So, because I made some picks earlier in the draft, you kind of have to, you're forced to pick cards that go well with it. We start off, I'm just going to start off with an Ice Spirit, put some pressure on, get as much chip damage as possible. This could be a 1-tower game, especially with Graveyard, and I'm going to put the Knight a little bit in front so that the Fire Spirits go into the Knight and that he could finish off the Miner. Whew, okay, I'm nervous here. This is when the players start getting good. I'm just going to support that with Archers just to kind of feel it out. He has a Witch. I don't want to overcommit with Fireball, but we're going to see where this goes. Okay, so he does have a Royal Ghost. Valkyrie's going to be great for that. I'm going to offset it to the left. Yeah, it's really all about the draft in this game mode, guys. Like, you could be absolutely screwed, and no matter how well you play, you're really not going to beat that opponent. I'm actually going to... Ooh, do I want to put a Graveyard? No, there's a Wizard. I'm going to try and shoot that Wizard into my Baby Dragon. Hopefully we'll get some Baby Dragon hits on the tower. There we go. The Wizard got brought forward by the Fireball, guys. Fireball placement can be key. And that Baby Dragon is going to take up a lot of damage on that tower. It actually took it down to 1668. Knight's going to stop the Bandit and the Fire Spirits. We're looking good. Whew. I'm nervous, dude. I want these legendaries. I only have 1 loss left. You can always buy your way back with gems, but still, like, the stakes are high here. Okay. Baby Dragon. Valkyrie. Ice Spirit, hopefully to catch the Miner. We caught the Miner. Valkyrie's going to tank for the Royal Ghost, and the tower is going to be locked on the Miner. Baby Dragon soaking up the Witch, so I think we drafted well. Seeing that the Baby Dragon countered the Witch, and the fact that we have Splash Yard, obviously, with Valkyrie and Baby Dragon is a very popular meta, and this is actually going to be huge, guys. The Graveyard is going to aggro the tower, so the Baby Dragon's going to stay alive to get a couple hits. Valkyrie is going to start swinging on that tower, and we're going to try and catch both the Wizard and the Bandit with the Fireball. Oh my gosh. Magnifico. That was nice. That was a good play. We can just Fireball cycle, so I'm going to play super conservative, guys. Don't overcommit. Don't make any reckless mistakes. He does have the Goblin Giant, though. We're going to need the Valkyrie for the Witch. So, oh no, hopefully he doesn't get crazy rocket value. He does miss the Baby Dragon, so that's clutch. You know the Miner's going to be coming in over the top at some point. Freeze that Goblin Giant, don't let him get any more hits. Oh, we are looking beautiful. I'm going to send a Graveyard in over the top. Wizard's going to go down. Hopefully Graveyard will... Oh no, wait, we need to stop that Bandit. Okay, yeah, Graveyard gets the tower. Ewiz is going to go on the Wizard. It should have been a Valkyrie played right there, but we should be good to go. Tower done, so you can see there the drafting in that was really what like pulled us through. He had Goblin Giant Witch, which is like a really strong combination, but we just kept the pressure up from the start with the Graveyard, and he really wasn't able to respond. So give him the good game, give him the well played, and give him the good luck. 10-2. We need 2 more wins. We just got, what did we get, a Royal Ghost? So this is my free attempt, guys. I have not spent gems on this. You get a free attempt every single time. Free-to-play players, if they're skilled enough, can power their way through this challenge. Next reward is a magic archer, and then after that is the ram rider, which I desperately need. Okay. Drafting is huge. We want bats for the value, but minions are not going to be zappable. We're going to take the ice golem. I know fire spirits counter minions, but we are going to take the zap as well because we have nothing that could be barbarian barreled. Oh, hunter is such a good choice. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, okay, I'm going with hunter. Okay, guys, pause the video here real quick. Notice how I drafted the hunter and gave him the royal ghost, but because the timer of the draft was at 0 seconds, the game glitched out and actually gave him the hunter and me the royal ghost. Really, really weird glitch. Let me know if you've encountered this. This is the first time I've seen it, but you'll notice right when the video resumes that I actually have the royal ghost. Super weird, but let's see how it plays out. Because the hunter can pop the royal ghost in like one shot if he aggroes the hunter. This is tough though, depending on what he gave me. Looks like goblin barrel. I am not experienced with goblin barrel, guys. This might be an L just looking on the draft alone, but we'll see how it plays out. I don't care about waiting. Like, come on, let's go. Let's get the game going. We're starting to build up some elixir. He's got a dark prince. All right, we're gonna send some minions over the top. Maybe we can. Ooh, yeah, zap the fire spirits. Okay, all right. Even trade in the center. He played fire spirits, which are what, 2? Zap is 2, cancels out. Okay, what is that play? Ice golem is gonna go in and take the bats and the barbarian barrel. Interesting play by him, honestly. You gotta respect it. But we're gonna go knight and goblin barrel, which is actually a really good push. And oh my gosh, I was so tempted to put the battle ram and do some opposite lane pressure. But he has a mega knight. I'm glad I didn't. So he drafted a mega knight. I'm wondering what he gave me in return for that mega knight, because I hate going up against the mega knight in draft. We don't have an inferno tower. We don't have an inferno dragon. We don't have really anything. And did I not? Oh, did I take the royal ghost? I could have swore I took the hunter. But looking at it now, no, obviously not, because I played it in the first hand and I played it in this hand. So hunter's gonna blast down that royal ghost, like I said. He tends to do. So we don't actually have enough for the goblin barrel, and that is going to be a balloon in our face right there. So I'm gonna have to snowball. We're gonna have to, no, we can't zap because he's gonna use the barbarian barrel. Yep. Okay, so he's gonna get a balloon hit on the tower. One hit's not too bad though. What do we do here? We could go ice golem goblin barrel. He might have another mega knight, but it's really only gonna kill 2 of the goblins. No, okay, so he goes with the hunter. Fire spirits are gonna kill the goblins, 1 on each goblin, but not before they get some chip damage in. We're gonna put the knight far away from the hunter, guys, because the hunter does more damage up close, so he is gonna get a little trickle on the tower, but the knight's gonna soak up the second hit. He does have a mega knight, so I'm not gonna go battle ram right now. Let's see. Sorry about any noise you guys hear in the background. Family's still on vacation, but we're gonna push through it anyway. Okay, so I'm thinking battle ram, goblin barrel, because he just used the mega knight. Extremely risky play. Excellent hunter on his end there, but we're gonna kite the mega knight with the ice golem, and I forgot he had barbarian barrel, guys. I'm losing concentration. I'm losing track of his cards. We're gonna snowball all of this. We're gonna go minions. We saved the zap for the bats. Hopefully he doesn't get a balloon hit. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's gonna be a good game right there. But he used the fire spirits, so we could make a push here, unless he has a mega knight in cycle. He is gonna barbarian barrel. Maybe he doesn't have the mega knight. Ooh, battle ram is not going to connect. Oh, okay. So good game to him. Well played. He got the draft. He had the mega knight, which was like crucial for him. I really wish I was able to pick a mega knight there. But I mean, well played. He had the barbarian barrel. So I gave him barbarian barrel, and he gave me goblin barrel. Again, drafting is huge in this. There's no way I could have known that, but I mean, bats weren't really. I thought bats were gonna get a lot more value, but we can buy our way in with 100 gems, and it resets our losses. So it says 0 wins, but that's obviously a glitch, I hope. Alright guys, so it turns out you can't actually gem your way back into this challenge. I was mistaken, but hey, if anything, you learned something new, as did I. Certain challenges you won't be able to gem your way back into, but nevertheless, I did give this challenge another go, I do have some more tips for you as far as like drafting efficiently and ways that you can kind of ensure your win and using your cards appropriately. You want to make sure that when you draft, you are choosing cards that rack up a ton of value. Obviously, like the Wizard and the Executioner are going to provide for insane value. You're going to want to make sure to get a tank and, make sure you have splash damage. Make sure you have something that can take out air. You're going to really want to cover all your bases, which is difficult to do with a selection of only 4 cards. It's impossible to tell what your opponent's going to give you, which is why this challenge is, like, I think one of the most difficult and skill-based. Someone like me who's probably in like the 60 to 70 percentile for skill, I made it to 10 wins, but we weren't able to actually get the last 2. There's some pretty high tier players up there, but getting the Wizard cards like that provide a lot of value for both splash to air and ground is going to be crucial. Be careful when you draft cards like Minion Horde or cards that cost a lot of elixir but can be easily counteracted. So Minion Horde can go down to arrows, which is a positive 2 trade. It can go down to Fire Spirits, which is a positive 3 trade. Be very careful when drafting those. You're going to want to make sure you have a tank killer. Something like Valkyrie, Hunter, or like any kind of building is going to be a necessity in this challenge. Even Giant Skeleton could be considered a tank killer. You could see here Lumberjack has a very high DPS output, which is why I selected the Lumberjack and opted to give him the Goblin Giant because I knew I could chop it down. Hog Rider is obviously going to be a no-brainer. If you give them a building, do not take the Hog Rider. Just common sense stuff like this. Knowing your enemy's cycle is also going to be a very important part in the draft. You're going to want to pay attention to spells. Spells are going to be crucial in the draft challenge. Knowing, what hand they have currently, keeping track of their cycle. If they have lightning, don't play your witch in the back. If you have 3 musketeers, do not play them in the back neck. Do not split 2 musketeers toward your weaker tower. Little things like this are going to ensure that you're winning every single game. When I woke up, it just seemed like things were rolling. I was drafting correctly. I had all the right counters. Play it slow. Don't overcommit. Like I said in the first match, I'm not using that fireball just to get damage on the tower early game, because over time and as double elixir comes, that's when you're going to start making the mistakes. You're going to want to make sure to just send the appropriate amount of troops, save up elixir, because if you fall behind early when double elixir comes and your enemy is studying your cycle, you're really going to get punished. I wasn't skilled enough to actually get to a high amount of wins in my second attempt, so I'm going to opt not to do it again. Cards like Elite Barbarians can be countered very quickly. You could see I split my damage in this match and got pretty toasted. Honestly, the Goblin Giant ran through and he had Bandit, misplaced the archers. So you're going to want to make sure to focus on 1 tower. It's really a 1 tower game in draft. It's either going to be a 1 tower or a 3 tower blowout. There's usually not too many, there are very close games, like you'll see in this next game is very close, but mistakes I made in the second game were actually giving him the Barbarian Barrel. Obviously, the glitch happened where I took the Hunter, which I think would have been a lot more beneficial, but things like this, when they have a Lava Hound, you're going to want to make sure to bring some anti-air, a small spell if you have a large tank like a Royal Giant. You could see, we're trading efficiently, but the Wizard, above all else, is going to soak up some significant value, splash to air and ground, and a large amount of health. Protect your cards, like Minion Horde with a tank. Make sure they can't be easily countered. And you're on your way to 12 wins. It's going to take practice. You may not get the 12 wins, but there's some great rewards in there. Keep track of the cycle and just use the cards when appropriate, guys. I wish you the best of luck. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get another Ram Rider. You could see this game ends insanely close, but I had fun nevertheless. I hope you have a great vacation, guys. Let me know down below if you got the Ram Rider. You can message me on Twitter, YouTube direct message me, or message me on Instagram, guys. I get notifications on my phone, so I'll be monitoring those regularly. More content coming out soon. And enjoy this salty finish as I'm 1 Royal Giant hit away from continuing in the challenge. This guy got me with Balloon Lightning, which is absolutely insane. I wasn't keeping track of his spells, and it ended up killing me in the end. I didn't know he had Balloon, but nevertheless, I hope you guys have a beautiful and positive rest of your week. I will catch you all in the next video, and thank you so much for your continued support. Good luck with the Ram Rider challenge, and let me know if you have any advice for me, and if I made any mistakes in this video, please let me know down below. I will catch you next time, and I am out. Peace.